Salam alaikum, shalom, grüß Gott, bonjour, privet, dobar dan, namaste, and welcome to this video. In this one, I will compare my keeper, the AUDIOLAB 6000A Play, to my new keeper, the SONORO MAESTRO. Now, I guess this will be a short video, but let's see. When it comes to the software, the app experience, hands down, the SONORO MAESTRO is better. It's not much better, but you know, I can wake the amp up using the app. I can't do that with the AUDIOLAB 6000A Play. I have to use the remote or the power on button here. And I got room correction with the SONORO. I don't have that with the AUDIOLAB. I have the latest update. We are in September 2022 right now when I'm recording this video. So I have the latest software for this date. And it works fine. No, both work fine, but you can do more with the app by SONORO. Right now, I don't know what Play-Fi will do in the future, but as far as I know, SONORO will start tuning its app by themselves. Right now, it's another company that does that. But yeah, I guess the app of SONORO will get better too, and I have no doubt that that Play-Fi will get better. Now, the SONORO amp is a bit higher. The one by AUDIOLAB is deeper. Both are have the same width. I guess they weigh about the same. Maybe the AUDIOLAB one just weighs maybe 2 or 3 kilograms more. I guess that is due to the built-in toroidal transformer in some things, because the SONORO amp, the SONORO MAESTRO, is pretty light with 6 kilograms. Now, is there any other difference software-wise? Both don't have AirPlay, both don't do MQA. The SONORO MAESTRO has a CD player, which sounds amazing. It plays back as ACDs too. I guess it doesn't read the whole signal, the whole file bandwidth, but I can listen to SACDs with that, even if it's just reading it as a CD, stereo CD. Now, the sound, that's the most important thing, I guess. At least, in my opinion, it is the most important thing. And even though I will keep the Maestro, I have to admit that the edge goes to the 6000A Play sound-wise in this room with these speakers. Let me tell you why. There's one thing I like more about the SONORO, and that is the mid-range focused tuning with these speakers in this room, because the voice is very smooth and dominant. And I love that. I love that. And when I talk about comparisons, I will always refer to Hideaway by Jacob Collier, which is an amazing song in my opinion. And I said that before. For me, often it is not about the music. It is more about hearing. I love hearing. And when it comes to this holographic imaging, this holographic appearance or appearing of elements, the soundstage is a bit more organic. I would say it's more realistic sounding with the AUDIOLAB than with the SONORO. At the same time, there's something I would like to put into words like this. The SONORO has more colorful, a more colorful presentation. I would say the colors of the instruments. Now, a wooden instrument, for example, has another color, another tone, of course, but I want to tell it with colors. Has another color as a metallic instrument, and the color is more dense with the amp by Sonoro. That is a thing I really like. It is not as dense with the AUDIOLAB, but the imaging, this holographicness, is better with the 6000A Play. The instruments appear more precise on the soundstage. And yeah, that goes to the AUDIOLAB. And when it comes to the colors, it is a bit more lively, it is a bit more colorful with the SONORO. But at the same time, when I use this term color instead of sound, or instead of tone, or instead of frequency, I would say the AUDIOLAB has more colors. And let me tell you again, using the example with Hideaway by Jacob Collier. With the AUDIOLAB, it sounds like, or I can see when I close my eyes, I can see maybe 10 or 15 instruments. And I guess it's not, I guess it appears so precisely in the room. And again, when I close my eyes, I think there are maybe 12 or 13 instruments. And with the SONORO, it's maybe 8, something like that. But it's just the amount of instruments I think are in the recording. So the detail retrieval is a bit higher with the AUDIOLAB. And there is one instrument he uses, which is, I guess, a wooden instrument that starts here, If you know that song, just listen to it. If you know it, you don't have to listen to it. But if you know it, you know what I mean. While he's singing, there's an instrument that just starts. So it starts with each speaker on the left and on the right channel, and when it comes together in the middle, it just plops. And this instrument, this sliding into the middle instrument, is easier to see with the AUDIOLAB 6000A Play. And at the same time, Sonoro's Maestro has an emphasis on Jacob Collier's beautiful and calm voice. So if you're all about voice and you don't want to hear too much detail, you could go with the SONORO. I know one thing, I would love to try the AUDIOLAB Omnia using CD and so on. It has the higher end DAC built in, the 9038 compared to the 1980 by ESS Sabre, I guess. And so that was a bit the mid-range, right? Treble. Now, even though this is quite an lively amp. This one has a bit more treble bite to it with the Elac. It is a bit, yeah, bitier, but really amazing. So when I mean it has a bit more bite. I don't think, no, it is not sharp or anything like that. I think it is very hard to make the Elac sound sharp because it is a very transparent and smooth treble at the same time. When it comes to the bass, it's the way it is. Sonoro has more power, the Maestro has more power, but the bass definition using the 6000 A play is a bit higher. So if you want more bass, it's the Maestro. If you want a bit more a nuanced bass reproduction, it is the 6000 A play by AUDIOLAB, or the 6000 A. I guess that's the same, but I compared both using Spotify Connect with both, because that was the fairest comparison I could make. And that's the only comparison I did do. I didn't compare any input or something. It was just Spotify Connect with both of them, and using the same song in the same room with the same cables and the same speaker. My same mood, so I didn't listen to the one when I was happy and listen to the other when I was sad. I think that's very important too. So I am in the same mood right now as I was half an hour ago and 1 hour ago. Now, to be honest, now I will sell the 6000 A play and keep the Sonoro, because I would love to hear the Sonoro with their own speaker. And that's the Grand Orchestra. And yeah, now I love this amp for having a really good sound. I love a mid-based sound signature, and you know what? I guess this is flat. I guess both are really flat, but in my room, in my setting, this just pronounces the voice of the singer a bit more, while with this one the voice of the singer is part of the whole presentation, which is amazing too. Now, if I would go just by a blind test, and I now talk about a blind test I didn't make. I knew which amp played when, but still, even if I keep this one, I would choose the 6000 A play. And but I want to continue this way. Maybe I will try and compare the AUDIOLAB Omnia to the Sonoro, but that, yeah, I'm curious because I don't know if I will change my speakers. I think the Elac are amazing for short time and long time listening. They are detailed and smooth at the same time. And now that's it. I could go on and tell the same things on and on. If you have questions, just write them down. Just write them down. If I did forget something, please ask me. Usually I answer within a few minutes or hours. I guess that's it. I would say the Sonoro gives you a lot of sound. The AUDIOLAB gives a bit more nuanced, a bit more detailed sound. And yeah, that's it. Soundstage, this holographic imaging of all the instruments is a bit higher with the AUDIOLAB, and yeah, I guess that's the most important things to say about both. So thank you very much and see you in the next time. Bye bye.